guys, so today I have my top polishes of 2015. This is a collaboration video. I'm doing this with Amy at Nail Polish Baby 90, Holly at Miss Holly Berries, Lindsay at Lindsay Does Nails, Zenora at Zen Network, and Yuki at Warm Vanilla Sugar 0823. And so I will link all of their channels down below because we're all doing our top polishes of 2015. I actually have 15. I don't think that we were trying to get 15, but it worked out that way for me. So I'll start with the mainstream first. If I were better organized, I would go like in the order that they came out, but that's not going to happen. So the very first one that I have is from OPI. This is Your Beige. This is from the Soft Shades collection for last year, 2015. This is a kind of sheer, light, pinky, almost like a pinky white nude. It really doesn't look nude right here. It's a very, very light sheer, kind of just like make your hands look really clean and nice without actually being an opaque polish. Normally I don't like these. I mean, I like them, but it's very hard to find a good one because if they end up streaky or uneven, it doesn't really work because they're not meant to get opaque, so they just stay streaky and uneven. Normally if you have a polish that's streaky, you just keep going until it's opaque and then it levels itself out and you get rid of the streaks. But with a sheer polish, it either stays streaky or it gets opaque. If it doesn't get opaque, then you're screwed. That was a long drawn out explanation of that. But I really like this one because this is sheer. It is really, really gorgeous. It looked great on my skin tone and it's even. It's not streaky, it's not patchy. So you can do one coat and you're completely even and it's good. I think I did 2 or 3 in the swatch picture. It's hard to remember because the swatch picture was from like back in the beginning of last year. But I like this because it was a really great color for my skin tone and it was even. It was a really easy, sheer, clean manicure color to wear because it wasn't streaky at all. So I really liked that one this year. The other one that I have is from the Venice collection. This is Gelato On My Mind, and this is a very, very light kind of minty slash baby blue color. The Venice collection had a lot of weird light pastel colors for being a fall collection, but I really, really liked them. Those are my favorites out of that collection. They had some really nice light nudes, they had the really nice light kind of pastel purple color, and then they had this one which was my favorite because it is a blue. So I really, really liked this one. The formula was okay, 2 to 3 coats, but it was a gorgeous color. And even though it was like kind of off for a fall collection, I still really liked it. The next one that I have is from Essie, and now that I'm looking at these, they're pretty close. This is Blossom Dandy. This is from the spring collection. This was my favorite of that collection and one of my favorites from the year, obviously. Again, it's that light kind of minty slash baby blue, kind of like right in between the two. But I really, really liked this one. And I remember when I was swatching that collection, this one just really, really stood out to me when I got it on my nails. Beautiful color and really good formula too. It's opaque in 2 coats. I have 2, 3 from Zoya. So the first 2 are both from the Satins collection, which came out in January. Every year Zoya kind of does a transitional collection from spring to, or from winter to spring rather. I do have this year's collection. That should be tomorrow's video. I was without internet for a few days, so I got behind. This was 2015's transitional collection, and they were nice, like lighter, muted, dusty colors, and then they all had that satin finish, which I didn't think I was going to like as much as I did. So my favorites of this one were Sage, because it was a really, really beautiful sage green, and I think it looked fantastic in that satin finish. There's no shimmer or anything to these like there are with the matte velvets. They're just a nice flat semi-matte finish. And then the other one that I really liked was Brittany. This was a kind of mauvey pink almost, and it had that satin finish, and this one looked really, really good on my skin tone, and my nails looked really, really nice with this one on it, so really liked this one as well. The last, oh no, just kidding. So, okay, this one I feel like I'm kind of cheating. I'm counting this as 1 from Zoya, and that was the Naked Manicure system. So I did a whole review on this, and I will link it down below on how I used it, what I think about which ones you need, which ones you don't need. I don't think you need to buy the entire system, but this was amazing for me. It just makes your nails look so clean and so perfect. You have like a white perfector for the tips of your nails, which is, some people I think will find it a little bit too stark of a white to really look natural, but I actually really liked it. You've got your top and base coat, and all the polishes in this collection have a treatment aspect to them as well, so they help strengthen your nails. You've got your purple that takes care of yellowed nails, and then you have your lighter, like kind of skin tone colors here that just kind of help brighten the whole like overall look of your nails. So you can seal it with the glossy top coat and it will like look like you went and had your nails done, or you can use the satin top coat, which is kind of the same finish as the satin polishes, and it kind of takes away say that gloss, it's not completely matte, so it looks a lot more natural. So I really, really liked that system. I will link my review video down below because I went way more in depth with that, which is probably a little more helpful than what I can fit into this video, but I really, really liked that system. Okay, and the last mainstream is from China Glaze. This is Ready to Rave. This is from the Electric Nights collection, which was for summer 2015, and I love this polish. This was a neon red, and I say that it's very, very orangey, but it's kind of like an orange red. I have a lot of neon oranges. I don't tend to really like neon oranges that much. They just don't look good on my skin tone, I don't think. It's just not a color that I gravitate towards. But this was so much on the red side that it like, and I don't even like reds that much, so it's weird. This became like one of my favorite polishes ever. I wore this on my toes like nearly all summer. It's so bright and eye-searing, and I've never seen a neon red. I think this is probably as close as you can get to a neon red. I feel like if you have red, in order to make it bright enough to be a neon, it kind of has to be more on the orange side. But this is fantastic, and the formula is fantastic too. It was 2 coats and it was opaque. Love, love, love this color. I do have a backup of this one of the few colors I have a backup of. Okay, so now we're moving into the indies. I'll start with these two because I have 2 from a couple brands. The first one that I have is from Virago Varnish, and this is Allure. Now, I don't think I'm mistaken in this coming out in 2015. I believe it came out around the springtime. There were a couple different collections of these micro glitters. This is like China Glaze Glistening Snow times 10. It is more holographic, it is more opaque, it is this ultra, ultra fine silver holographic micro glitter. It looks fantastic. It dries a little bit textured. You will want a top coat, but it looks amazing. It is super sparkly, and I do think it's more opaque than China Glaze Glistening Snow, and you can actually find it. So I think this is almost like a staple for a collection to have a silver holographic micro glitter that is this opaque and that the finish is this holographic. It's just absolutely amazing. This one kind of blew me away this year that Adrian was able to make something so perfect. So yeah, definitely a favorite. The other one that I have from Virago Varnish is Summer Highlighter of My Life. This is from the Boardwalk collection, which was her neon collection for the summer. I have seen good formulaed neons before that don't need, to be over a white base. I still stand by a true neon, especially when you get into yellows, is sheer and needs to be put over a white base. You're never going to have something that's opaque on its own and as bright as you would get with like Orly's Glow Stick over white. And I have seen very opaque neon greens. I think it's easier to do green and orange and whatnot. I think yellow is the one that's hard to do, that you really need to have over that white base. That being said, this was the closest to a true neon yellow, opaque in 2 coats. This one leans a little bit green, and if you have it next to, like I said, Orly's Glow Stick over white, it's going to look a little bit less bright, but on its own, away from that, you would probably never notice the difference. It does lean a little bit more green, but it is just like the greatest formula neon yellow I've ever seen. Absolutely incredible. I don't know if this is still available. I'll link the website down below so you guys can see, but by far one of the standouts of the year for me. Absolute fantastic color. I have 2 from KBShimmer. These are, let's see, this was from the fall collection. This is Open-Toed Shoes. This is a kind of like khaki army green looking color, Crelly, with, let's see, gold, blue, and looks like maroon or like garnet, whatever you want to call it, metallic glitters in there. This was so cool. This was just such a unique combination of colors and acrylic. Really, really, really cool. And I love the name that goes with the colors that you're seeing. It was just a really, really neat color. Really, really cool for fall. I really liked this one. The other one is kind of in here for the same reason. It's a very unique combination of colors and base color. This was How Corn-y, and this was from the winter collection. This was kind of a yellowy, nude, leaning curly base, and this has purple and red and orange and looks like some of those garnet colors, maybe a little bit of green, all fairly small glitters mixed into it. And again, a very, very unique combination of colors for acrylic. They both had really great formulas, but these 2 really stood out to me as some of the more unique acrylics that I've seen. And this one is just, it's beautiful. I feel like this probably should have been in a fall collection. I guess it kind of fits Thanksgiving, so maybe it does work for winter. But these 2 are my favorites. And KBShimmer came out with some really, really good kind of bleached neons for the summer and some glitters and stuff like that. But these 2 are the ones that stood out to me the most. Next, from Superchic Lacquer, is Realm of Erotica. This is a red holographic. This is like the most eye-searing holographic that I have ever seen. It could be opaque in one coat. I prefer it with two because I do feel like it deepens the color and matches what's in the bottle a little bit more in the second coat. This is from the Dreamology collection, by the way, but this, when I took pictures of it's super, super holographic. It is super, super bright of a red. When I took pictures of this, which is how I've described it every time I've talked about it, it was like it was animated. The holographic was so strong and it like freaked my camera out so much that it almost looked like a cartoon. Like the polish was a cartoon on my nails. It was incredible. I love, love, love this color. I like red hollows anyway. Usually you have like a darker red for your red hollow, but this one was so bright. I hope she keeps this around for a while because I think everybody needs it. The next one that I have is from Crow's Toes. This is, I only have 3 Crow's Toes polishes and they were all from this section of this collection. This is called Overkill is Underrated and this is a neon yellow texture. So I know a lot of people don't like texture polishes or they're kind of like dying out. I still I'll always love texture polishes. I have been saying for a couple years I had seen pictures of these Moira, I think is the brand, it's M-O-Y-R-A, texture, neon textures, and I think there's some kind of, I can't get them over here, brand, and I've kind of been like looking for places where I could find them, looking for them in blog sales. I missed them in a blog sale, that's how I found out about them. Couldn't find them anywhere, and I've been on the hunt for neon textures. I had tried a couple things that ended up being really disappointing. Then this came out, and it is a bright neon yellow texture, and there was a orange in the collection as well, and there was another one that I think might have been like a different colored orange. There's like a super bright orange and then kind of like a macaroni and cheese orange neon texture, but finally it's exactly what I wanted. I just need a pink and a green and I'm good. I was really excited about this. It took me a little while to grab it because I didn't find out about it until after they were sold out, but fantastic polish, and it fulfilled all of my polish dreams. There isn't a pink, there isn't a green that I know of, which I would like, but if I had to pick one color to get in a neon texture, it would have been yellow, so I was really excited that this came out. The next one that I have is from Cupcake Polish, and this is Very Good Looking from the Berry Patch collection. This is an incredible purple holographic, but it is like a very reddy purple. It looks very pink in the bottle. When I got it, I was kind of disappointed because of how pink it looked in the bottle, but once I got it on my nails and it dried, it definitely had more of that purple look. It's weird because it's like a darker purple, but it's still so bright at the same time. It pops on your nails. The holographic is super, super strong, and for some reason the holographic almost seems to be reflecting a darker purple with that rainbow reflect, as opposed to a silver with the rainbow reflect, like a lot of holographics too. It's just so so unique, such a good polish, and I think this is going to be on a lot of people's top lists for 2015 because it was really a standout. The last one that I have is very recent. This is from Cirque. This is Halcyon, and this is those sterling silver flaky polishes that they're a bunch of different flakies, but when you put them on in a couple coats, they kind of come together and make a mirror finish on your nail. They're super, super sparkly, catch the light really nicely. This is like that, but it's like a rose gold version of that, and it is amazing. It is so reflective and so mirror-like, but it's very, very obviously that rose gold color. Very, very unique. I've seen a lot of silver flaky polishes. I have a lot of silver flaky polishes. They're great, they're awesome, they're sparkly, but this added kind of rose gold color to it, just a whole nother level. This is one, I don't know how readily available this is. You can still get it. I know a lot of people are really excited about it, so it probably sold out quickly. But I will link the website down below in case you can still grab this, because I would highly suggest picking it up while you can, if you can. So those are my top 15, well, top polishes of 2015 anyway. I will link all of the indie sellers down below that I mentioned, and I will link all of the other girls that I'm doing this collaboration with as well down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.